Hey there, BookTube. Noah. Everyone who reads must converses the channel. And today I'm jumping into one of the most popular, if not the most popular, tradition, that the most popular sect of Buddhism that has been propagated worldwide, and that is Zen. The Zen sect, the Zen tradition of Buddhism. I have the sixth patriarch wrote or has a book, a sutra called the Sutra of Wei Lang. This is also called the Platform Sutra. It's wonderful, very wonderful. Zen Buddhism is Mahayana Buddhism. The fundamental text of early Zen Buddhism is called the Lankavatara Sutra. I've done a video on that, and I'll link it down below. It is a wonderful sutra. It is very esoteric and very hard to understand because, it's not for understanding. It's not for, to read it and to understand it. And Zen would take issue with that and took issue with that from the very start. Because in Zen that says, no reliance on words or letters. That enlightenment comes from contemplation of the mind only. Contemplation of the mind only in meditation. Meditation is almost to a militant degree Zen practice. But there would be no understanding of what you're going for in meditation unless the Buddha had communicated what Buddhism is and what the philosophical, psychophysiological thought stream is of Buddhism. The Buddha did a psychophysiological analysis on a human being that is still unparalleled to this day. And we can see that we can see its effect through how many cultures and how many millions and millions, maybe upwards of billions of people have been affected and practice Buddhist practices. But I want to start this off by touching on one aspect of Zen practice, which is the Zen koan. It'll give us an idea of what Zen's all about and how Zen teaches. Okay. A teacher will ask, what is the sound of one hand clapping? Right? And so, there you go. You meditate on that. Another one. A gateless, what is it? What is, or no, there's actually, picture Zen koans as well. That is just a picture. I have one tattooed on my arm, actually. This is, I hope you can see it, the gateless gate. Is it a gate? Is there a door? If it's not a gate, if there's not a door, is it a gate? A gate you can go through, but it's a gateless gate. So what, you know what I mean? And it's basically these Zen koan and the pictorial form of the Zen koan. They're riddles, but they're not like a riddle that has an answer. They're a riddle that the answer is a mind blow. The answer is a shift in your way of thinking, in your paradigm. And that's what it's about. So another very popular one is a disciple was, being enlightened by a teacher. And the disciple asks, what if I see the Buddha along the path, what should I do? And the teacher says, kill him. Well, the path is the path of spiritual practice. And it's not, and so what is it saying? To kill the Buddha? Kill the one who illuminated the path that you're walking? Well, some would argue and say, well, it's about transcending concepts and ideas. Your concept of the Buddha, your concept of enlightenment. That's what you need to kill, because concepts and ideas, beliefs already based on unenlightened, based on conditioned mind, they don't have any place. They're not going to help you get where you need to go. You need to transcend that kind of stuff. So that's what it's saying. But these things aren't rational. Okay, it doesn't work to chalk it up and just say, well, it's saying to transcend your concepts and beliefs, which is true. I mean, you would want to, one of the main things is to transcend concepts and beliefs. The Diamond Sutra is also a very, very big Zen sutra. It is a Prajnaparamita, Perfection of Wisdom Sutra, and I'll link that one down below as well. I did a video just based on just looking at the Diamond Sutra. So, of course, smashing your previous prejudices and concepts and beliefs are going to happen, and something that you should do. But that's not the end point at all. It's so these kind of things are basically riddles with no answer, or riddles that are asked on one level and answered on a completely different level, a different paradigm of thinking. Very, very fun. So the Zen tradition started in China. It was originally called Chan Buddhism, and Bodhidharma is his name. And Bodhidharma was a monk, privately enlightened monk. He came in contact with the Lankavatara Sutra, had it, the Kumarajiva translated the Lankavatara Sutra into Chinese. Bodhidharma came in contact with it and went to a cave and meditated, staring at the cave wall and meditating for years, and gained enlightenment, gained a private enlightenment. And it may come as a shock, but the Zen tradition is dead. And why the Zen tradition can't last anymore is because, one, Bodhidharma said it himself. He said that the Zen tradition, the way that it's formulated, and the kind of thing that Zen tradition is doing, which is going towards emptiness only. Emptiness of mind, not emptying your mind, but understanding emptiness as the base level of reality. Now, just an understanding of emptiness and being able to enter into emptiness, that is not spiritual illumination. That is not enlightenment itself. Because enlightenment is understanding, the understanding everything, like that it all is part of the same universal living mind. That is the best way that I can think of to put it. And there's a lot of different illustrations of it, and we'll kind of get into them in different ways in different videos, I'm sure. But he said, Bodhidharma, the first patriarch of the Zen tradition, said that the Zen tradition, his tradition, will last through 6 generations of teachers, 6 patriarchs. And then it will not have the ability to enlighten beings anymore. And that is exactly what has happened. It doesn't mean that the teachings are not worthy. There is a lot of teachings out there, spiritual teachings out there, that do not enlighten people to the highest level of enlightenment, right? There is a lot of that kind of stuff out there, but it helps people along the way. So that is what we're dealing with here. And in Zen, meditation is your teacher. That cushion, Zazen, the cushion, the meditation cushion, that is your teacher. There is no substitute for meditation. Sitting and meditating in a very disciplined manner for a long time, staying in meditative state as much as you can, being mindful, being slow, and being deliberate and trying to make all unconscious things conscious and be in a very conscious spot all the time. That's what it's all about. It's very, very strict, very, very disciplined, and like I said, almost to a militant degree. In Zen, you get all these stories of, the teacher, the disciple asks the teacher, "What is enlightenment?" And he screams at him in his face so loud that the disciple loses his hearing for 2 days or something, that kind of thing, because Zen is this kind of it is break free, break concepts and mental beliefs and prejudices and these kind of things. Break them at all costs. Break them completely at all costs. One fundamental text, I've got it out here, is the 3 Pillars of Zen. This is a wonderful kind of way to get into Zen thinking. Religion and Nothingness. This is a Japanese Zen philosophical work, which is the highest level philosophy that I've ever read in my life. It's really, really, you gotta love some philosophy to get into this book, but it is amazing. It's completely amazing. I love it. Definitely my favorite philosophical work, and he goes into and compares it to all different high-level philosophers. And what he's illustrating there is the concept of shunyata, which is emptiness. The concept of shunyata in Zen. So it's not something that I can very well say just by saying, well, it's emptiness, and that doesn't mean a vacuum. It's actually an unlimited potentiality. What does that mean? So what it means, in Zen, you're striving for an experience of that. An experience of emptiness as the ground of reality. Form is empty. Form is emptiness. And emptiness is form. That is from the Heart Sutra. And that is a very deep teaching. That in a form, as me, as a personality, and in a form, is actually one with emptiness. The same emptiness that has brought rise to the tree, to the truck over there, the earth, the very earth itself, the cloud, the sun. These kind of things, we're all from the same ground of reality, and working and striving for an experience of that. So I hope you had fun with this. I'm not going to go into it too much more, because actually Zen is just systematic meditation. You sit, you stare. There's the staring at the wall gazing, and there's walking meditation, walking very slowly and deliberately, and just sitting proper, and that's it. It is very, very much mind work, working on your mind. So I would suggest, if you're interested in some more Zen, shoot me some questions, things like that. I'll go into it some more. But 3 Pillars of Zen will give you a wonderful starting point as far as the Zen tradition itself. Or listen to some Alan Watts. Alan Watts is some popularizing of Zen for Western practitioners. But there's no substitute for going at the Lankavatara Sutra or the Diamond Sutra itself. So check out my other videos, and you might want to give it a shot. Things like that. Anything to get into meditation, though. Thank you, BookTube. Bye bye.